Hey guys, how's it going? Um,
You want to go, Dawson?
Sure.
I'm trying.
call him out. Yeah.
I talk so much. I was trying to be like, like throw him a bone, but he didn't take it.
I was expecting you to go first, so.
I know you were. I felt like a jerk going first because I always take over.
Uh, well, it's been fine so far. Finished up the school semester. Moved into a new house.
Oh,
Um,
the move is done.
all but. We just sort of have to. We're living here now. We just have to move over some last heavy furniture and such. I think later this afternoon, in fact.
How
Are
many?
you like sleeping on the floor, or do you have a bed?
No, I'm on a bed. We
Okay.
moved all the
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 important.
necessities to live here first.
Okay. Good.
How many blocks was it? 'Cause it was,
Um,
wasn't it?
one, two, three or four.
So it's just your family walking 4 blocks with furniture in their hands.
Yeah, yeah.
So Dawson, is that the best part or the worst part of the quarantine so far?
I'd say it's been the most interesting part. Uh, hmm. I suppose worst part was probably the online classes. A little weird to transition to online PE, but
Click this button. Now click this button.
yeah,
Finger exercises.
yeah. Uh, Best part, not living in a basement anymore, perhaps.
I didn't realize you were in the basement in your other
I
house.
don't
Yeah.
know.
So is that some natural light in your corner of your screen right
Yes,
now?
there's a window right here.
Wow.
Do you know what to do with a window anymore?
I just keep it open all the time.
Even recently with how cold it's been?
Yeah.
Sounds right for Dawson.
Susie Cusey.
My best part, I guess, is just how many like FaceTime, Zoom, Google Hangouts I've been doing with like people. Like way more like with people who don't even, it's not like I'm just talking to like friends that I see very often. Like it's friends that I don't see very often. So that's been fun.
So you feel like you're seeing more people during this than you do out of it?
Well, no, I definitely see more people. I mean, people, like if we're talking percentage of human beings I see in a day, that has definitely gone down.
I mean, like,
I'm just being mean to you.
I'm seeing more people. I don't know where you hang out, but
But yeah, like people that I don't get to see very often. I've seen more in the past 9 weeks than I had in the previous 18 or what's 3 times 27.
cool.
Yep. So good. The worst part is just quarantine. It's like having to teach from home, having to just like, also the number of dishes that build up in my household because all I do is eat and all I do is eat in my house. It's like every morning I wake up and I'm like, if you don't clear the dishes out of the sink, you won't have room for the dishes you'll make today. And I hate dishes. So it's been that. I think that's an all-time low for me. It's just,
I can't imagine what like families are going through right now.
oh, so many dishes.
How many times do you have to run the dishwasher, or if you don't have a dishwasher?
Especially families of teenage boys. Can you imagine the amount of food that is being consumed right now?
Yeah, we should call up Bonnie DeMont and see how that's
Oh,
going.
jeez.
All right, so let's, since the three of us work with middle school and high school and have been on multiple trips with them, we're going to do a superlative thing. We're going to give out some superlatives to the kids and go from there. So a little note for any of you students who may get offended by this, you can text or call Susanna Cannon. This was completely her idea. Her phone number is 412.
That's my real phone number. How did you have that ready?
If you have any complaints,
that
text
was
or
a
call.
bit. You've been saving that. I mean, 95% of our kids have my phone number because I'm a really great leader.
Yeah.
But yeah, call me, text me if you want to reach me.
Anyways, okay, so these are some of the classics that you'll find in yearbooks and such. Life of the party. I know what student would give themselves that one. Can you guess? Tracy.
Who would I forgot with high school. Yeah. That's, He would appreciate the nod. I don't know if the sediment from me is there, though. You know who is the life of the party? And I feel like, I don't know if there's somebody to beat her, but she's in college, is Kate.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, yeah, at this point, I mean, I just think honorary nominee is Kate, and I don't really have a better.
Hey, we can do leaders and college kids too. That's fine. Most likely to succeed.
None of them.
Such a supportive leader, Susanna.
I mean, I'm just trying to keep it realistic. Expectations low. Most likely to succeed. I mean, in all seriousness, also makes me sound like a better leader. We have like some pretty solid kids.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That's why I don't think necessarily we can give that to one person. Best smile.
I hate to say it because he doesn't need his ego boost, but Ben.
All right, I'll agree with that. Best dressed.
Best dressed.
Didn't Micah show up to Christmas in a suit?
Yeah.
Or Halloween in a
I
suit?
was going to say Micah.
I mean, it was a cat suit.
But still, right?
But yes.
Best dressed.
Mm.
Most likely to drop his or her phone in the toilet.
I feel like I've got two here. One is a college student. It's Wesley, and it's because he lost his phone on the dunes.
Yeah.
So but also, I feel like Dan DeMott, because he'd be so pre-consumed with why his phone was out, whatever Instagram post he was posting, or and it would just slip. Like most people be like, maybe I shouldn't be posting on Instagram near the toilet while it's open. I don't think Dan would be caring about it.
Most likely to have a child addicted to Starbucks.
Dan DeMott, obviously. I don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some girl who's going to try and fight me on this in middle school, but I'm telling you, it's Dan DeMott, hands down. He is obsessed.
Yes.
I'm not even saying he drinks that much Starbucks, like his just mentality
Yeah.
of being obsessed with Starbucks would just feed into his children.
Most likely to sleep through an earthquake. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking from all the trips. Who's like a super heavy sleeper?
I have one, but I think there's probably a boy who's a heavier sleeper.
All right.
But
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a girl and a boy.
Kathleen punched me in the face one time when I tried to wake her up. And she didn't wake up. She has no memory. So I think she could probably sleep through an earthquake and be fine.
That's awesome. What do you think, Dawson?
Well, which boy? Oh, one of the boys at Surf City. Who was it? Which one? One of them insisted that they stayed up all night when they had definitely fallen asleep multiple times during the night.
Lincoln.
Yeah, it was Lincoln.
Also, we have some really good pictures of Micah fighting sleep.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
I forgot about Lincoln.
Yeah, where he did the
Brad,
5 more minutes.
Uh,
Best dancer.
Your tight pants video from Surf City.
My tight pants video.
Ooh.
I'm the only guy in town with tight pants. I got my tight pants. I got my tight pants.
Most accident prone. Jackson.
Yeah.
My only other accident was like dollars falling off that bike.
Most likely to be president.
Katie Nichols.
Wow. Yeah.
She just has a way about her. I feel like she, she's
And
a good listener.
who can't like Katie Nichols? Most likely to be the next Bill Gates.
Maybe Owen.
Yeah. Most likely to break a world record. Mia breaking a world record.
I agree.
I could see her finding one that she would want to break and then doing it. Like,
Yeah.
And actually, the way Ainsley's been handling quarantine, Ainsley could probably break some world records too.
yeah, with the Mount Everest.
She tried to climb Mount Everest on her stairs, and she gave up on that and did a marathon on her treadmill instead. That is commitment.
Yeah. Most likely to quietly take over the world.
Owen Carter. Actually, Laura. Owen.
I agree.
I think it would be her and Kathleen.
Her and Kathleen, yeah.
Yeah, together.
That's awesome. Most likely to direct an Oscar-winning film. Micah, with his vast knowledge of like pop culture and like media, so I could see him doing that. Or Mia, because she's great at making things.
Or doesn't Maria make a lot of videos too?
Yeah, Maria. That'd be good.
He's winning all of our like celebrity ones.
Look at that.
Well, he's winning that, but he can't win backgammon.
Bazinga.
That's funny. Most likely to win The Voice.
Ooh, do we have singers?
If he sang Queen.
Preston. Yeah. All right. I see it. All right. Well, if you guys watching this and you weren't picked for a superlative, we may do more. You all are awesome. We've said that multiple times. So
Don't call me. Took a minute for you to
I forgot we did that.
haven't
Okay.
forgotten.
So let's switch gears. If you guys want to share anything with students, now's the time to do it.
I don't know. I know that school's being rough, especially now in these last couple weeks. So just keep at it. Like, just stay positive about it. We're almost there. I feel like that's what I keep telling myself as a teacher. Like, we're almost done with this craziness for now. So you guys can do it. You're going to make it. It'll be okay.
Yeah, it's sort of been a interesting transitional time, and you gotta sort of adapt. And I think from what I've seen of people and what I've heard of people, that I think most have adapted well, even if it's not really the most enjoyable thing to do. But I think making sure that you sort of keep social and talk to your friends, even though it's supposed to be sort of isolating physically, but still sort of doing like we're doing and having all these Zoom meetings. Just stay connected, have fun. Summer soon.
Yeah, I think like something that I would share too, and you guys probably will agree with me on this too, but like I have a Facebook. I'm old, and I really only use it
Made for teenagers.
I really only use it to stay connected to some family members. But every now and then I will open it up and look at it, and every time I do that, I just want to like just bang my head against the wall or like break whatever I'm holding because people are so stupid on Facebook. Like, there's some older generations that are older than all of us who are just during this time, they're crazy is coming out. And I think one of the things with the students is yeah, like the pandemic's not affecting, the students as much as maybe some of the other people of the older generations are. Like, students aren't losing full-time jobs and benefits and having to decide between bills and food, and students aren't necessarily getting affected by the virus as much. But my thing that I see with them is that they have the opportunity to be like a positive voice, and be a voice that just isn't absolutely ridiculous. And this is a time to shout out right now, but like Ainsley, like I've been seeing her doing that on Instagram, like where she sees something happen and people are just, whether it be something that people are like being positive, and she kind of pushes them and challenges them a little more to go further and be like, hey, don't just post something about it, like go ahead and do something about it. Or people who are complaining about something that they do complete opposite, she like is not afraid to call them out. Like I think all the students, all you guys out there watching, have that opportunity to be a positive voice where your parents or your aunts and uncles or teachers or whatever might be going a little bit crazy in this time. Students offer a unique perspective because you guys are kind of out of some of the things that people are dealing with. That's why you didn't get a stimulus check. So with that unique perspective, I think, this generation can definitely lead the charge in the future of like watching out for those people who are kind of on the outskirts and everything. And so that's just my encouragement, that people use their voice, even at a time where people are so separated. So
Yeah, and I think, just to piggyback off that, like you guys have shown in the past year, like Ryan has provided opportunities to be the hands and feet of Jesus, and you guys have really, in large numbers, risen to the occasion, getting up early and doing some dirty work and some hard work, and just being excited to be able to do that and to do it with joyful hearts. And so I think that that's impressed me this year from you guys. It's really been our first opportunity as a youth group since I've been part of youth group to do that. And so, and just y'all's creativity in general, I think, like, just based on what Ryan's talking about, I think if you guys kind of start to think about it, you'll be able to find ways, even in being socially distant, of how you guys can continue to be the hands and feet of Jesus to maybe to the populations in our country and in our world that are being affected in ways that aren't necessarily monetary, but just because they're a group of people who aren't always thought about, but that this has been a hard time for them. And so, yeah, I think you guys have the capacity, and you've shown us that you have the capacity to do that.
great.
Why are you smiling like that?
I smile a lot. What are you talking about?
No, you smile a lot, but you did your like awkward. This is now awkward smile.
What awkward smile do I have?
Ruin the moment, Susanna.
He can edit it.
That's the beginning of my smile. I don't just go from like,
Sorry.
no, there's like a progression. It goes like, it works. Thank you guys for doing this. You guys are awesome. And I think that even though we kind of had a little fun with the superlatives, I can't say that word. Yeah, we just have awesome students, and I thank you guys for being leaders, for helping me with both middle school and high school. So thank you guys for that, and thank you for doing this.
It was an honor.
Good, highest honor. All right, guys. See you on Zoom another time. All right, see you guys.
Bye.